And you say, good. I'll let you do it now. Okay? I'll step back and I'll do other coaching on other side. Okay? Now, what are some of the things that you need to coach your people on? I put them up here. Number one, okay, I know it's common sense, but I need to say this one again. Punctuality is so critical. When your downliner, when your UTC agent goes out and makes an appointment, you need to tell them to be punctual. Now, why is that such a big deal, Alex? It is a big deal because when you are punctual or when you are not punctual, you are sending two messages out there. Number one, if you are late for an appointment, you are saying to that person, your time is not important, my time is more important, so I can be 15 minutes late. If you do that in Malaysia today, you will suffer. Okay? Because Malaysia today has climbed up to a level of affluence that people, if you just go around this area, just from here to Wan Utama and the Klang Valley, there are a lot of happening places. You know, you got restaurants, you got very upmarket places, shopping centers that are, all the top brands are there. Malaysia is and very affluent, standards of living is very up. And the people expect, the customers out there expect a certain level of courtesy or the way you treat them. The first meeting, you're already 5 minutes late. They're sitting there in Starbucks waiting for you, and you're late. It's not business as usual, guys, okay? You got to talk to your team members and tell them this is so important, because if you do that, second message that you send across is you are showing people that you have lack of discipline. Tak ada discipline, nah. I'm on the phone, then I rush out. Come on, if you know you have a 3 o'clock appointment, you better get off the phone and get out there and give allowance for traffic jam, all right? There's no such excuse as I am late, okay? Oh, because my boss was talking to me. Listen, clients are more and more important, okay? So make sure you share that with them. So one very practical way to get people to be punctual is when you have your team meetings, right? When you have your team meetings, 6 of you get together for a teh tarik and discuss your targets for the next month. Tell them if the meeting is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you expect everyone on the dot, sharp 2 o'clock, you're there. Okay? Not 2:05, and you explain why. Always explain why. Okay? You show your discipline, and you show you respect your client's time. This, for some of you, I know, this for some of you will result in your sales going up. Because now your clients who are used to you being late, now you are on time, they go, wow, something has changed in this person. And they appreciate that. And earlier we heard about referrals. Referrals will come. Referrals will come because you have changed your style. Second one I want to talk about is sales. Are you interested in sales? Helping them grow in sales? I don't believe you. Are you interested in sales?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. First thing I want to help you share is, with your team to build a high-performance team is this, all right? Please share with your agents, your UTCs, please tell them, I know you're selling unit trust, okay? Please tell them, don't sell the steak. Sell the sizzles. How many of you in KL have been to Victoria Station or one of these steak shops, you know? You go in there and you order a steak. And when the waiter brings a steak out, 15 minutes later, it comes in a hot pan and it's sizzling. And they deliberately bring that out and they put it in front of you, and even the plate is there, it's still sizzling. And you get so frightened because the oil is jumping. And for some of you ladies, you're afraid that the smoke and the smell will get on your hair. That's the sizzle, okay? See, the reason why a lot of salespeople are not very good, even though they work for a wonderful brand, even they work for, they sell a wonderful fund that track record is fantastic. Every year, Lipper Award, and yet they're just average. It's because they sell the steak. Okay? Hey, listen, when you sell the steak, all the other competitors in this room, they're also selling the steak. So the client sitting there will wonder, well, what's the difference between your fund and that fund and the other guy from that fund house? You know, to me, it's about the same. The management fee is the same. So what is this sizzle we're talking about? I want to share this with you. I've lived in Canada for nearly 20 years, and in Vancouver, British Columbia, the big territory north of British Columbia is an American territory called Alaska. Okay? Now, in Alaska, and true story, in Alaska, there population in the wild, population of wolves. Wolf. Okay? In Mandarin, it is lang. Not se lang, huh? Lang. Okay. Now, these wolves, from year to year, sometimes they're just out wild. But sometimes the wolf population gets overpopulated. Too many wolves roaming around Alaska, and it is dangerous for human beings. Because in the wintertime, the wolves will get hungry, and they run around looking for food. Okay? They are wild animals. So they come into your garden, to the garbage there, they kick off the lid, and they smell food, and they want to eat. It's very dangerous animals. So, in order to control the population of wolves so that they don't get overpopulated, there's a very simple way to control. And it's not birth control or condoms, okay? None of that. To do that, what the Alaskans do is they take a very simple tool they have in their garage, a parang, okay? A knife. A sharp knife. That's all they do. That they take one of those things, and they take a square plywood, maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. Take that parang and stick it right in the middle till it comes up like that. Okay? They take this out into the maybe 200 feet, 300 feet outside their house, and it's covered with snow, and they go catch a rabbit, a wild rabbit. Catch a rabbit, kill the rabbit, get the blood, and dip it all over this dagger, this knife, sharp knife, okay? Double-edged sword, okay, knife. Just spread it all there, and within 10 minutes it gets frozen because it's cold. Alaska is very cold. Okay? So they take this thing and just put it out there about 4 o'clock, because 4 o'clock is dark, okay? In the winter it's dark. Just leave it there, put 3 or 4 out in the forest, and then you go home. At night, these wolves hunt in packs, okay? They move around, and they have very good sense of smell, and they can smell from far. They smell blood. And they get hungry. And so they go, they follow the trail, they follow, and then they follow to where the source of this yummy, yummy thing is. And then they look around, and for the next 3-4 minutes, they check this way, they check this way, they check. Make sure there's no risk. Make sure there are no hunters there. Once it is safe, they will approach this. They think it's a branch of a tree sticking out like that. And then they smell, wow, so delicious. They start to lick. They start to lick on this. This is like chocolate to them, you know. They start to lick. And because the tongue is warm, as they lick, the cold blade of this knife starts to melt. And then they get to taste the rabbit's blood. Yum, yum. And the more they lick, suddenly when you look down on the base of this plywood, is a whole pool of blood, because it's the blood coming out of their own tongue. See, it gets cut. You see, this is what we need to do when we work with people on sales. When we teach them, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle, all right? You need to